Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where we're about to start the last day of our trial. I feel like I have a pretty good idea who did it. I have no idea how. Or at least there's definitely a lot of missing pieces as to how. December 30th, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 5. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. Well, I mean, he is on trial for murder. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Oh, that was nice. Regina. How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. What? Mo said that. Huh? So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show, isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya. Hey everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo. Top of the morning to you, governor. Top of the morning. That's a ticket. Attack of the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh boy. This guy's gonna puke milk on the stand. Oh my, thanks. So, how are you today, Wright? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. Just means that I won't be able to press him like I can with other Oh! So am I not supposed to press like every single statement? What are you going to do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. Alright, they put evidence in red. I'm assuming they don't want me to press statements? It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyway, I want to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. I think I have an idea as to why. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the current case. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. Okay, yeah, that's kind of where I was like my line of thinking. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her to court today. What is that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Okay. So I wonder if I don't press at all, or if I just need to be, like, selective? Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Karmer, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. Okay. What is the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Uh-oh. Sorry if the music's a little loud. I'm gonna just knock that down a little bit. Hopefully it's not too quiet. I'm sure I've mentioned these volume bars that show you how loud different things are completely worthless. So it's all just a guessing game. Order, order! I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up on the scene on my orders. Oh, poor Gumshoe. Poor, yep. He reminds me, for anyone who's seen Futurama, Gumshoe reminds me of Dr. Zoidberg. Very well, please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work. Or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. That was terrible. What voice did I give you? I don't remember. It's been a while. Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I think I repurposed Moe's voice. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Berry Big Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. Alright, here we go. Here we go. What I witnessed. Okay. There we go. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. Okay. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Okay, that doesn't really... Yeah, I don't know about this. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there's very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Do I get to cross-examine? Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. I feel like she needs a thesaurus. Or, you know, at least... Yeah, just get a thesaurus, look up a couple synonyms for fool. I'm sure you'll find some that'll work. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Oh. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna try pressing things and see where we get. It was just after 10. Alright. Maybe, alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna focus on pressing things that I think actually matter as opposed to pressing everything. I do, assuming that that's what's going on here, I do actually kind of appreciate that. Just because I'm pressing everything while funny at times, it just kind of drags things out. So, I think I'm gonna focus a little bit more on specific, like that one. Tell me a little bit more about that. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside. I was indeed. Pressing Acro doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now. Let's, no. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread okay. So I think I was right to do that. I saw someone flying right by my window. I don't think I'm gonna get a contradiction here, but... Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. Damn, I just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if Acro's statement jives with the facts. I don't feel like I have anything. Okay, there might be a contradiction. I'm glad I opened this up. I didn't expect to actually get anything out of this. But I just have to figure out where. I think, was it, there's nothing wrong here. Yep, nothing. Tread lightly. This is Max Galactica. I only saw him for that. Okay, this is it. This is where I wanted to get him, because what we know is that the hat was dropped. Yeah, it was found at the crime scene. So, Max flying by the window, you wouldn't be able to see the hat. Did he have the cape? I don't remember. The cape shouldn't have been there either. So without the cape and the hat, how would you have known? Yeah, I'm gonna press this. The light in your room was turned off right then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. Yeah, so there's the hat and the cape. But we know for sure that the hat was found at the scene. I don't think we know what happened to the cape. It was the person's back, so I could only see the white roses on the front. So I couldn't see the white. I was like, wait a second. I read that wrong. Sorry, my fault. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. Aha! Contradiction! Nailed it! I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. No. But maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony. There was. Oh, maybe I should have pressed the other statements. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? I think it would be the hat. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame because you would have noticed a silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Or I don't know about that. Order! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Oh, are we doing this already? He has a grudge against Max, which I don't feel like is true. That's definitely not it. This seems I mean, I know we're in the last day, but this seems very early on to say he... Oh, no. Also, where's the... oh, we don't have a picture of that. I'd like to be able to see the shot of what Acro saw. I feel like that would help me out here. I mean, I'm gonna go for it because that's what I think it is, Your Honor. On this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion... accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. Oh no. He's even got, like, birds flocking to him. Yeah, that does. I like the green one. I don't know why. That one just amuses me. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. That's not really evidence. He is staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things... See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear this accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Oh no, we lost the jury. Oh no, Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you are trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? I don't think he did. Alright, let's think about this. Who would... I don't think... Alright, let's go through our people. Who would stand a game? Like, Mo... seems like he could stand a gain. I don't think there's any... So here's the thing. I don't think there's any evidence of an accomplice. There is slight motive. Did he? I don't think he did. Alright, only one health. Of course he didn't. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of... Wait, I said he didn't. Not this time, Von Karma. What? Oh, she just assumed. Okay. I thought I picked the wrong thing for a second. You're not gonna sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? That's not good when the judge says that. That's usually a bad sign. There was no accomplice. Acroplanet committed this murder all by himself. I think that's... yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Order, order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? You know what I can't do? I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right?
Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling?
He was in his room. Well, wait. Well, like, I think he left, but I think he... No, he was in his room. He was obviously here the entire time.
That's Acro's room.
Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can be only one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? She's sweating, but I feel like at the same time she's like, oh my god, this is slam dunk.
What say you, Mr. Dingling?
It's an interesting theory. That's it. Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it. Is it, though?
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer.
You've got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? Loading away. Okay. But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Nick, be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right, I can't mess up here. I've got to give this some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it.
Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
Present evidence or can't present evidence now. Okay. Can I present my attorney's badge? Will that help? That might hurt. Okay. No footprints. Max's hat was found at the scene of the crime. Documents related to Max's salary, got an enormous raise. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, an orange juice bottle. Okay, that's not gonna be it. Map isn't gonna help. Did the monkey do it? I feel like there still would have been prints of some sort. It wasn't Leon. 1015 blunt force trauma to the back of the head. It boasts a small but strong lock. Okay. The pepper was inside the box. It was inside the box. Oh, I think I have an idea. No. So that doesn't explain the cape. It was taken from the cafeteria before the crime. So maybe there was no... so my original thinking was that Acro went down himself and snuck up on the Ringmaster and, like, killed him and then hoisted himself back up. Which actually, now that I think about it, is still technically possible. But... But then what happened to it? Because it hasn't been seen as far as I remember. Could he have, like... What would he have gotten in the first place, though? Well, alright, it seems like he can leave his room, just not on his own. So it's not like it's impossible. I don't know. Alright. Oh, this is so inconclusive. I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr.
Tingling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry?
I don't, statue.
Was that a picture?
It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture.
The bust.
It's quite a large bust. And because it is life-size, it's also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Ah! Oh, he seems less amused. See, this is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Max Galactica's ample bust. Not 12, I promise.
Order, order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the Ringmaster?
A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. It's true. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust.
Mr. Tingling, how do you respond to these charges?
Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro. You can't run away from the— Ow! I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get a proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say?
Von Karma? She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond.
Defense's objection is overruled.
Why can't he see things my way once in a while?
Mr. Tingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. Ugh, that woman will sink to any low to win a case. Okay, what do we got? I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have strong upper body from working as an acrobat and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to know the location of the Ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? Nope. Nope.
I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony.
It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright?
I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination, which I think we'll do in the next episode. I think I know how he pulled this off now. But, well, we'll talk about that next time. So hopefully you guys are still enjoying this trial. I feel like I finally have a grip on things. So hopefully you guys are enjoying as well. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.